In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. But back then, there was nothing. No stars, no sound, just a vast, empty, hollow silence. The earth was a blank canvas, wrapped in a darkness you could almost feel. And right there, over the face of the deep, the Spirit of God was moving. Then, the silence broke. It wasn't a whisper, it was a decree. God said, "Let there be light." And just like that, the dark didn't stand a chance. Pure, blinding energy tore through the void. He saw the light. He saw that it was good, and he pulled it away from the shadows. He called the light day. The darkness, he called that night. And as the first evening faded into the first morning, the clock of history began to tick. On the second day, the architect went to work on the sky. He reached into the chaos and carved out a space, a firmament, to separate the waters. He built a blue canopy, a thin protective layer between the heavens above and the deep below, a frontier of air waiting for its first breath. And that was day 2. The structure was there, the lights were on, but the world, it was still a lonely place of wind and water. Then came day 3. God spoke to the oceans. He told the waters to gather, to pull back, and make room for something new. Slowly, the dry land emerged. Imagine the sound of it. Tectonic plates shifting, stone and sediment rising from the depths for the very first time. He called the dry land earth. The gathered waters, he called them seas. But this new ground was just gray rock and brown dust. It needed life. So he commanded the earth to wake up, let the land produce vegetation, and in a heartbeat, the world went from monochrome to a riot of color. Grass, herbs, trees dripping with fruit, each one carrying its own seed, its own blueprint for the future. The first garden was officially open. That was day 3. But as the sun set over the new forests, the heavens were still a bit of a mystery. That was about to change. On day 4, God set the cosmic gears in motion. He placed lights in the sky, not just for brightness, but to act as a giant celestial clock. The sun to rule the day, the moon to govern the night. He made the stars, too, scattering them like diamonds across the black frontier. These were the signs, the markers for seasons, days, and years. The universe wasn't just a place anymore, it was a rhythm. Day 5 arrived, and the silence of the oceans was finally broken. God called for the waters to teem with living creatures, creatures of the deep, and birds to soar through the open sky. Every wing, every fin was a masterpiece of biological engineering. He blessed them. He told them to multiply and fill the earth. The frontier was finally starting to breathe, to move, to sing. Then came day 6. The earth brought forth livestock, creeping things, and beasts of the field. The world was getting crowded. But the Creator wasn't done. He wanted someone to share it with. So he took the dust of the ground, and he did something unique. He didn't just speak man into existence. He formed him. He breathed his own life into the clay and created him in his own image. He gave them a mission: rule over the fish, the birds, the whole earth. This wasn't just a home, it was a stewardship, a sacred responsibility. God looked at everything he had made. He didn't just see a finished project, he saw a masterpiece, and he said, "It is very good." On the 7th day, God rested. The work of creation was complete. The frontier was settled. The transition from nothing to everything was done. The Sabbath rest began. And for us, for the story of humanity, the journey was just beginning.